Hey everybody, we're back.
We're back.
We're back once again
It's time.
with Final Fantasy VII, the retranslation mod by Biakos. Biakos. You know where that name comes from, don't you, Clim?
No. No, I don't.
Biakos is one of the poorly translated lines in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
It's
See, I...
not as well remembered as "This guy are sick," but it
Sure,
is
sure.
one of those lines.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't, I must not have actually paid attention to that.
There's no sense dawdling. Let's jump back in and get into that flashback that we're going to ignore. We were at ChanceEm's
Oh,
house.
that's right. That's right. I was struggling to remember what the flashback was we were going to experience.
Here at ChanceEm. Alright, Shin-Ra have ChanceEm. It's funny we say this, because right now, ChanceEm is actually currently streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That's right. That's right, he is.
And I don't know if he's in Shin-Ra Tower, though. But it would be funny if he is.
Last I saw, he was fighting, uh... Well, have you watched it at all, or are you avoiding watching?
Nope.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say anything. he he's probably not there yet.
Okay. Well, since Shin-Ra Tower is the end of Midgar, I imagine it's basically late to end game in the remake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course, remember Elmina.
Yes, I recall Elmina. I remember Lino as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious
And
what her mother's name is gonna be.
Ilfana's not named until Hojo says it at one point.
It's not said. It's not said in the text box above her head when she speaks in this scene, or
I
no?
don't think she actually speaks. I think it's just Elmira telling us what she said.
That's right, and she's just making gestures. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
I think the first time we hear Ilfalna is Hojo saying it.
Yeah, yeah. In the tower.
Yeah. But I can't remember where exactly in the tower.
I believe. Huh. It's either when they're in the briefing room and he mentions the comparative, uh, testing her mother and her. Like, oh, the
I was
comparison is
th-
that. What's that?
I was thinking that, but I think he just refers to Ilfalna as her mother at that point.
Right.
I guess we'll see.
I guess so.
Final Fantasy VII has a good soundtrack.
This is true.
I'm gonna say this many times. It's interesting that they've not changed the name of Wutai, though.
Why would they have? Oh, just because, just to change it.
Yeah, just because.
Yeah.
There's baby ChanceEm.
Baby ChanceEm.
I feel like that's a line that doesn't get enough thought. You used to see that sort of thing a lot during the war. You mean people dying on train steps
Yeah.
alone as nobody else does anything?
I guess more the idea that like it was some lady and her daughter and the husband wasn't there. I don't know, but I do agree. I get your point there. That specific scenario probably isn't what she meant.
Her mother returned to the planet. Live stream.
like.
I asked if she meant somewhere in the sky, but she said no, that it was this planet.
Somewhere in the sky, huh?
Is that different to how it originally is? I feel like it is.
I think it's a little different, yeah. I don't think it's much different, but I think it's different.
Like, specifically the sky part.
Right.
Yeah. I really need to get to Dirge of Cerberus so that I can do Crisis Core.
Mm.
I mean, you gotta do Dirge of Cerberus first. Because it came out first, and that's where Genesis first appeared.
Oh, did it come out first? I can never remember the timeline. It's funny, as much as I love the Final Fantasy VII game, I never played any other game. I didn't play Dirge of Cerberus, I didn't play Crisis Core, mostly because Dirge of Cerberus didn't interest me, and Crisis Core was on PSP, and I wasn't buying a PSP.
I got a PSP at one point. It wasn't specifically for Crisis Core. There was some cool stuff on it, like old Grand Theft Auto games at the time on a handheld. It was amazing. I did eventually pick up a PSP, and a friend just gave me Crisis Core.
Nice.
I was like, you know what? Cool. And I played it, and it was really good. And I haven't played it in years. I'd invite you for that one, but I think we want the camera on for that so you can catch it when I cry at the end.
Right.
I knew of her mysterious talent.
Mysterious talent, huh? But I knew. I feel like the language here didn't need to be changed.
No, it was fairly well conveyed in the original.
Yeah.
God, that's one thing that's completely different with the rest of the compilation compared to the original. In particular, the portrayal of the Turks. Like, Sung is a fairly major character in Crisis Core, but he's portrayed more as Zack's friend and Aerith's guardian. And of course, his introduction in this game is smacking Aerith for speaking out of turn.
Very different, huh?
And it's the same with Reno as well, in particular Reno. Completely unrepentant about dropping the Sector 7 plate onto the slums.
Right.
But everywhere else he turns up in the series, you know, he's a lovable jokester. He's a goofball.
Right.
Even in Crisis Core.
Yeah. I liked it better when he was a hard ass. I mean, I like the lovable goofball, but I don't know, as a Turk, I feel like you need to be better than that.
The whole thing kind of drags the Turks down from serious competition threat to jokes. It's like you see Reno and Rue try to deal with, is it Loz and Yazoo? In Advent Children, and they never properly compete with them.
Right.
But there's also the case the movie never really lets anybody except Cloud properly compete with them.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, no, here's Tifa fighting Loz in church. And it seems like she has the upper hand, and then that just stops.
Yeah.
I love the piano rendition of the battle theme, though. It's really good.
Yes. Yeah, it's really, really good.
I mean, I feel like that's one thing we can all agree on with Advent Children, is divisive as the movie itself is, the soundtrack taking classic FF7 tracks and doing new things with them was great.
Yes. Yeah, any of that remastered stuff is really good. And the fact that they put them into a lot of the themes for PlayStation 4, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something I look forward to when I eventually play FF7 Remake,
Yes.
the music.
Yes, the music is incredible.
I think, because it's been months since I did the demo, but I think that was something I noted during the demo. The familiar sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can't buy anything.
No, you certainly can't.
Ew. Yeah, it was like the music. I've said before, like you want to hit my nostalgia. The way to do it is sound cues, audio, and it's like it's the one thing that Resident Evil 3 remake did undeniably better than RE2 remake.
Okay, yeah.
Was bringing back a lot of recognizable music and stuff.
Right, because RE2 didn't really do anything. Oh, hey, it's Cat. Hey, Cat.
Hey, Cat. How you doing, Cat? Well, nobody can have sense unless I take off cover. Look at this. They've renamed cover to protect.
Okay.
But the ability list still has its cover.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get rid of this and put sense on there. Oh crap, I don't have enough money. You have to go and grind for battles, but I need the money for the batteries.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's go kill a Hell House. Did we fight a Hell House yet?
We fought one. Like, after the plate crashed down, it's like, okay, you have from here to around about where the crane arm is.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tifa and Barrett catch up with you. We fought a Hell House between those 2 points, alone with Cloud.
That's right. I do remember that now. That was fun.
The encounter rate in this area is usually way higher.
It's usually insane, yeah.
Well, there's a Hell House. Yeah. Get it, Climothy. That's some good work.
Time to be a big shot.
Is smoothing turned on? It is, yes, okay. I think it's 250, but it might be 300, so we'll do another fight.
I forget how much he wants for them.
I can't remember. Yeah, I definitely look forward to hearing the music in FF7 Remake when I eventually play it.
Cloud should watch it swinging that sword around. Yeah, the gun shop owner, he says, oh, how about X amount a piece for the batteries? And you're like, okay. I want to say it's 2 something. But it's good.
Yeah, I feel like it might be 250. Oh, you're dead.
No.
Your didn't go off in time.
My life, my sweet, sweet life.
I guess we'll have to use a Phoenix Tail to bring you back. I haven't seen the remake properly yet. I watched a friend stream a little bit of it, but my main interest in it is to keep it from being spoiled before I play it.
Yeah.
I'm just in no hurry to play it. So, in case you aren't aware, Kat, what we're playing here is the Biakos Retranslation mod for Final Fantasy VII. Which is why some stuff is named weird. Like the Phoenix Tail.
Phoenix Tail.
Yeah, that's still a case of, like, there was no need for that. Back to Wall Street. I suppose the big question with this area is, are we going to do the Wu-Tai side quest?
I don't know.
That has us deal with Don Corneo once and for all. I mean, it's probably worth it, but it's also a pain.
It is a pain. Yeah, I've never really cared for the Wu-Tai business.
Give me your batteries.
And I mean, I typically do it every time, just because I'm a completionist.
Yeah.
But alright, let's see. How much are these things? I want to say it's 240. 300. Okay. Oh, there's
264 left. Yeah. I feel like the zinc part is new.
It's definitely new, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
mithril
she
bracelet.
bad crispy bed, she says.
I don't like Biora. Toxic waste cast Biora to all targets.
I'm not familiar with what that is. It sounds like Bio 2.
It should be Bio 2 going off that name.
Yeah, it's Bio 2. I was mostly teasing.
I did not get it.
What didn't you get?
That you were teasing.
Oh. I saw you looking through the menu and I was like, oh, I thought you didn't get something.
Oh, let's go climb that plate. With the awesome plate climbing music.
Yes.
Children.
Children.
Is it safe? Yeah, no it isn't. Oh god, what did they change the golden shiny cable of hope to?
I hope nothing. I hope they didn't change it. Yeah, alright. Golden shiny wire of hope. Well, your analogy but...
If we're gonna save ChanceEm...
What? What happened there?
It's cut the end off, and I don't know why, because it's not as though it goes over the character limits.
Right. That's very strange.
Hmm.
Yeah, they changed it. What he usually says is, your analogy sucked, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I prefer that. and stuff.
Alright, let's use the batteries.
Let's go Final Fantasy VII. What's up, Phazon?
Phazon!
Phazon's here, everybody.
Phazon! If I use a battery, maybe the propeller will start spinning.
Maybe. I never liked the setup for this because the game leads you to believe that you need to go up that ramp on the left-hand side, right? Closer to the tracks.
Yeah.
But you don't. You just go up this pipe.
Yeah, visually it's a mess.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of awkward to navigate.
No problem, Phazon. Hello. Thanks for
Don't forget to tune in again tomorrow when Clim and I will be playing Resident Evil 5.
Yeah. Resident Evil.
We haven't discussed it, but I assume we're going to do Lost in Nightmares.
We have not discussed it. Oh, so if you go up, you can get to the next chest from down here. If you go up this pipe here. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that. I always come down.
Yep,
I always jump
same.
down and make the jump again.
Yep. Yeah, I found this out a while ago. Yeah. I lost my mind when I found that out.
Let's see how many attempts this takes.
1. Listen for that squeak. Tomorrow you're going to be doing a remake phase on. Excellent. Tomorrow, Monday. I'll probably miss it because Resident Evil 5. Hey, first try.
Yeah, first try. Our buddy ChanceEm, who Aerith is named after, is actually currently doing Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yes.
Can you give ChanceEm a shout out for me, please, Clim?
Sure.
Thank you.
I need to find out how that's actually... Yeah, there it is.
ChanceEm Gaming.
ChanceEm.
That was a lot less painless than it usually feels.
Oh, yeah, that went pretty swimmingly, actually.
I love the Shin-Ra theme. One of those few times Cloud's actually wearing the sword on his model.
Right. And it's ruined by whoever the hell he is. That's a weird spotlight.
Yeah.
Cross like that. I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Probably not. We've already seen a few issues with this, so I think we just have to overlook everything else.
I will overlook nothing.
Like the battle transition music doesn't sound right.
Battle transition music?
The whoosh.
Oh, I haven't even paid attention to that.
I'm pretty sure you commented on it last time.
I commented on the limit break sound.
Oh yeah, that didn't sound right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. What do I think? What do I think?
So far Twitch has been behaving, yeah?
You know, in times of adversity, I always look to one person for guidance. And I think in this moment, I'm gonna follow his words of wisdom. Busting makes me feel good.
Sounds reasonable.
What is it that's on the stairs? It's a mega elixir or something?
It's a regular elixir.
It's still pretty useful at this point, but I never do this.
Yeah, I never break in either. And honestly, you can say whatever you want. You can still go whatever direction you want to do.
Yeah, that's my thought. Like, do I go up the stairs and grab the elixir, then come back down? It's a while. Oh no, I've done this before. I've done this on Twitch before. VII. Which was the last time I played it, last time I streamed it. Ah, fuck the elixir. I never use them anyway. But yeah, no, let's go get an elixir. It's a great idea to have some, and then I never use it.
Right, exactly.
That man's got a gun! I generally have the no backseating tag up for everything. Honestly, VII. It's not that you aren't allowed to put out suggestions and ideas. It's just that if somebody starts backseating like crazy, it's kind of irritating. And then they start getting hurt that you're not doing their suggestions. Which aren't really suggestions.
Mm.
And it's like, you know what, let's just save that whole mess.
Instructions.
Yeah. Straight to the top. Did you know there's a shop here?
Yes, I did.
I didn't find that out until like 2 years ago.
Really? That's hysterical. Yeah, and there's treasure chests in there, but you can't get them until the second time you come to the tower. So you kind of have to go out of your way to get here.
Yeah, but if you're going for the ultimate weapons, you're going to end up doing that anyway. Because they won't let you just pick up the HP phone. HP
Correct.
Shout, that's what it is.
Which is stupid because, obviously, you even bring attention to it. He's like, oh, I don't think I'll need a megaphone.
Yeah, you know, as opposed to all the other weird shit I'm carrying.
Right, exactly.
Hello!
What would you like today? Hey! ChanceEm.
ChanceEm, my dude. And he brought Megumi.
Now I get to be angry at retranslations.
Can you give... We already gave ChanceEm a shout. Can you give him another shout, please, Clim?
On it.
I'm gonna buy one potion.
One? You're just gonna buy one so that you're at 10?
Pretty much, yeah. Lady, this man has a gun on his arm. Are you telling him what you can't open? Let me see what we're talking about. People still do that with the backseating rule, which I do see it though, being frustrated because we're playing remakes and I'm trying to tell you what to do. Yeah, it's always irritating when people do that. Last time somebody tried to do it here, they would say it was Ninja Gaiden. That's what it was, Ninja Gaiden Black, when I was in the sewers, they were telling me how they play it, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm a really good speedrunner. Listen to what I say, it's like, cool. But I'm not going to spam any single move, because that'll be boring.
Right.
It wasn't even the Azuna drop, they were telling me to just run away, get to a position where I can charge the charge attack, and then just keep doing that.
Yeah, see, at least the Zuna drop is interesting.
Don't want any trouble until we save ChanceEm. ChanceEm's right here. I thought people had gotten over Tifa's smaller chest in the remake by the time the remake came out. I mean, I'm not surprised that somebody's still complaining about it. I just kind of hoped, I guess.
Right.
But they reduced Tifa's. They reduced the size of Tifa's chest in everything after the original 7. Like Advent Children, it's smaller. Duodecim, it's smaller. Kingdom Hearts, it's smaller.
Yeah, I don't know. Just silly things to be concerned about.
And I'd rather have something that looks more reasonable than something that's big enough to be distracting. It's like last time I tried replaying Tomb Raider Legend, and that's one of the Tomb Raider games where they still gave Lara Croft the huge boobs,
Yeah.
and they look ridiculous on her frame. She's there doing all these acrobatics with huge bazongas, and it's unbelievable.
This guy.
I'm just glad I've not heard too much of Aerith's voice in FF7 Remake, but what I've heard was better than her voice in Advent Children and Crisis Core. Mina Suvari, I think, was the name of the actress. She was in American Pie. Her performance was just kind of really sedated and boring. I was saying it in Megumi's stream last night, because Megumi is currently playing through Kingdom Hearts 1. I think her Kingdom Hearts 1 voice was way better, because they brought the Advent Children voice actress back for Kingdom Hearts 2. I appreciate that, Faison. But I'm mostly keeping away from the remake until I eventually end up getting it at this point. Although God knows when that'll be. Yeah, Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore, yeah. They had a lot of big names for that.
Yeah, like Leon is voiced by David Boreanaz.
See, that I actually didn't know. I knew Rachel Lee Cook was Tifa, at least in Advent Children.
Yes. Like, a lot of the voice actors whose names you might recognise, they didn't bring back for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Right.
Yeah, it was a really different tone. And it's like I was saying to Clim earlier. It's one of those problems that they introduced with Advent Children that they kept for the rest of the compilation of 7. The tone of the characters completely changed. Like, Cloud's a different character in everything after the original 7. Tifa basically is. Aerith definitely is. And it's really disappointing. And I'm glad to have heard the FF7 remake kind of puts them back on track to the original characterizations. Cloud, it kind of makes sense for in Advent Children because of Geostigma. But it's Tifa, yeah, no. And then everybody else, we don't see anywhere near enough of. On the Way to a Smile. What is that audio book I have? Audio drama. The Maiden Who Travels the Planet. That's what it is. An audio drama that wasn't released outside of Japan. But a group of fans got together, completely translated it, and then performed it, and it's really good. The idea is it follows Aerith through the live stream. We're probably fine. The Survivor's Guilt idea was interesting, having ramifications of him actually remembering his identity and the fate of Zack. But as with a lot of what Square does, interesting idea that isn't really handled that well. Like how FF8 is supposed to be a deconstruction on the nature of child soldiers, and it never really comes across as that.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, no, of course Squall is emotionally stunted. He's never had the opportunity to grow emotionally, and he's also a child soldier. No, I don't have the steel materia on me. That's one thing you'll see. If you watch these streams regularly, you'll see that I rarely ever steal in any RPG. Homeboy build himself up from nothing without taking from other people.
Yeah, and I steal everything.
It is a fair point, though. I don't need sense. We replace sense with steel.
Right. Plus, there's just good stuff to steal.
No, it's a fair point, Phase, and I probably should put steel on. Oh, Tifa learned somersault. I'm sorry, Tika learned somersault.
Tika. That's the thing about stealing in Final Fantasy VII. So it behooves you so much to steal in 7, whereas even in 9, when stealing is like a big focal point of the game because Zidane is a thief.
Yeah.
A lot of the things you can steal, you're gonna find in the next town that you can just buy.
6 kind of has a similar issue with Locke being a thief and Locke being a major player for most of the game. There's always the problem of, like, you don't, without a guide or previous experience, you don't know who's going to have the stuff worth stealing.
Right.
And so you try to steal, and it's like, couldn't steal. Okay, is it worth me using another turn to try and steal something that may be worthless?
Yeah, exactly.
The eternal conundrum. Oh, this part.
Yeah, really. Terrible security. Meanwhile, I don't know what those guys are. They just watch you go through. You can talk to them even. Not the guys in red, but the guys in blue underneath. You can talk to them and they're like, hey, how's it going? I don't think they stop you.
No.
Hey,
so have you ever done this enough times that they've run out of guards?
I've done it on purpose. I think for
yeah, I did it once on purpose.
Yeah. But no, I've never done it by accident.
I never use Yuffie.
Yeah. It would make sense if characters could, but I think it's strictly based on your level in relation to the level of the enemy you're fighting. You'd think it would be based on like dexterity or something, but no, just the level. Same with manipulate. Manipulate is the same deal. Oh no, we got got. Manipulate is based on the level as well. Yuppie comes with throw. Comes with throw. she comes with anything else. Emote time.
And of course, here comes the Clintiago.
No, I'm gonna leave this Clintiago alone. I'm actually gonna turn my light on. Hold on.
Alright. Oh, the emotes came in, Faisal? Nice.
Alright. It was getting a little dark. It's grey.
When I was getting my emotes, I wasn't entirely sure what specific series I would want them to be based on. So at the minute, they're just me.
Haha, sucker, there's the Clintiago anyway.
Just gonna ban
Damn it.
Clim. I'd never tried going up the side before.
The side?
Yeah, the way I just did.
I'm gonna have to look. I was looking at the chat.
Engage Ridley, motherfucker. Fun fact, if you're ever playing the original Metroid on anything, do not enter Engage Ridley, motherfucker as the password.
What? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a password you can enter, and it leads the game to think you've been playing for 2,000 consecutive hours. And depending on the system you're playing it on, it can lock the system.
Oh.
The original Metroid launched for the Famicom Disk System. When they ported it to the NES and released it in the West, they gave it a password system. Yeah, there's Justin Bailey, Nah password. The three best known ones: Justin Bailey, Nah password, and Engage Ridley, motherfucker.
That's crazy.
They don't mean anything. They're just random alignments of characters. Alright, we're not getting to Yuffie today anyway, Megumi, but I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, that's probably very unlikely. Especially because I didn't take random battles into account when I was considering.
Well, random battle-wise, there isn't really anything to worry about in Shin-Ra Tower until post-boss fight.
Yeah.
Oh, the hair glows. Yeah, when you're putting Justin Bailey, Samus is in the leotard and has different colored hair.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember that one. Are you doing this on purpose now?
Yeah. Why not show it off?
It's fair.
The first one was a mistake. The
Right.
second one where I ran up the side was really just a case of I'm running to the statue. Oh, I can run past the statue? Like, what's that going to lead to? The third one was a bit of a mistake. I pressed the button at the wrong time. Now it's just like, yeah, no, kill them.
Yeah, you might as well. What do you have to fight them? 4, 5, 6 times?
I feel like it's 5.
Yeah. Which is odd because there's only 4 of them. You'd think it would decrease after each one you kill, but nope.
You'd think. If you're in a... Oh no, it's only 4.
Well, there you go.
If you're in a Final Fantasy mood, Megumi, we are starting Final Fantasy 13 on Tuesday as well.
Oh, you're starting at that soon, huh?
Yeah, because we finished Digital Devil Saga 2 and we hit the 150 followers.
Oh, excellent. Well, that I remember. I didn't realize you finished Digital Devil Saga. Where was I? Oh, I was at Trivia. That's right.
Yeah, we finished it on Thursday.
Right. Oh, on Thursday. Oh, right. Where was I on Thursday? New Year's Eve, right? That's where I was. I was at a New Year's Eve party. Well, good. Congrats on finishing that.
Thank you. It's cool, Megumi. The first stream especially is probably just going to be complaining. The game is boring as fuck until they give you the paradigm system.
What? Final Fantasy 13. Bless you. Best Final Fantasy ever made.
No, the battle system is really boring until they give you the paradigm system, and that doesn't happen until like chapter 3.
That's me. And Clim Hazard.
Yeah, it's Climothy. Climothy J. Hazardon.
Alright. My formal name.
You've been in ChanceEm stream before, haven't you, Clim?
Yeah, I've been in there.
Yeah, you've seen Megumi before.
Yes. I may or may not follow Megumi. Is Megumi stream? Yeah, I follow.
Yeah, Megumi stream. She was doing Kingdom Hearts last night.
Yes.
Who the heck are you?
Sure
Where's
was.
ChanceEm?
Podcast time. Clim and Mecca, that's right.
Yep, you want the podcast? Broach your topic and we'll discuss it.
It's true.
That's right, Final Fantasy 13 is terrible.
I was playing Nier Automata, and it's getting towards the end, so I was just lurking in there, and then I was watching some football with my dad. Because his team is in a very positive position for the playoffs, NFL football. And, but it's not on TV, so I had to illegally stream it for him. I can talk about illegally streaming if it's not on Twitch, right?
Probably.
Yeah, Nier Automata is what I was playing. I never played the original Nier, mostly because I didn't know it existed. But
I've got it. It's on the list of games to stream at some point.
Yeah. But Nier Automata, I liked a lot.
I think being a platinum game helps that. You know, with the combat. What was the mayor's aide called in the original?
Domino?
Yeah, what was his aide called?
Wait, Mayor... Oh, it's Mayor Domino, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? Let me see.
Hollow Knight's really good. Hey, Rebel!
Oh, hey, Rebel. Hey, look at that. Look at that Clim Tiago support.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the Near Gestalt version over Replicant. Partly because I already have it, and partly because not being a teenager in a JRPG for once really appeals to me.
Oh, Hollow Knight is amazing, Phazon, if you haven't played it.
Yeah, Hollow Knight's really good.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite Game Pass games that I played.
I feel like that... Like, people talk about stuff like Super Meat Boy and how Super Meat Boy's controls are really precise. I feel like Hollow Knight is what people say Super Meat Boy controls like.
That's interesting.
Like the super precise controls that lead to really deliberate actions. Like with the Three Kings fight?
Yes.
I love that.
The Mantis Lords.
There you go. I never remember the name. I just remember there's three of them. Okay, so I'm not actually going to run through the library to figure this out, so everybody gets to take a guess at what they think the passphrase is.
My guess is best. Oh wow.
Yeah, this is new.
This is definitely new.
Hey, Ninja.
Ninja.
How you doing, buddy? How's the Tenchu going? I saw you started Tenchu DS, and you've been doing that.
This is
How's
also
that going?
fewer choices. Like Orbs isn't one. Boom was never one.
That's Bob.
No. The last one, Boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Fool wasn't an option.
Let me get up one of the old quotes we have. There you go. Because we have Ninja here, who is a Tenchu speedrunner.
Oh.
And he recently started doing Tenchu DS for the first time.
Neat.
And then we've got that old quote we took in January of last year, like, Tenchu DS can die in a car fire. Every now and then, Bane will still ask me to stream Tenchu DS, and I'm like, no. Okay, so Clim says best. I'm gonna say Mako. Anybody else got any ideas?
I want to know what this guy's name is. This is bothering me. Whatever Hut's name was. Google does not want to help me, because all it wants to tell me is about the remake.
Let me check. See if I can get anything.
I could go on YouTube for it, but
You can usually find information relating to the puzzle if you ask the aide, because you can pay him. Domino. Maybe he doesn't have a name.
maybe. Well, it's funny that his name is Hut because the mayor is Domino, so this guy being Hut is like Pizza Hut. Domino's and Pizza Hut. It's a joke. But
there you go. His name is Hart. And it is a reference to Pizza Hut.
Perfect.
Yep. Alright, wait.
The passphrases were not. They were not. It was just the words. And these words aren't even the same.
Okay. Anybody else got any... Anybody else want to make a guess? Clim said best. I said Mako. Anybody want to take one of the others?
Tops.
Alright, ChanceEm says tops. Rebel's going with bomb. Okay, so we got Fool. Clim's already taken best phase on. So we have Fool and Boom left. Let me mark down who has said what. Best was Clim. Tops. ChanceEm. Bomb is Rebel. Phazon is Boom. And I guess that leaves Fool?
Yes.
Rebel's already taken Bomb, Megumi. All you've got left is Fool. So I'm just going to put Megumi down for Fool. Alright, so let's start it off. Mako.
Wow, that was short.
Yep, looks like I'm the winner.
Well, congrats.
Thank you, thank you.
That Mako.
I used to think it was always Mako.
I think it's funny when, yeah, Rebel, right? I think it's funny when I see people play this game and like people in chat will be like, oh, it's always this, it's always this. Like, no, it changes.
Yeah, it's random.
Yeah.
There's also the thing like Blast at Mako, it's usually like Mako. Ah, yes, Mako, the life energy
Right.
of Shin-Ra Corporation. It's like Blast at Mako is completely different. Also, the fuck is property materia?
Property? It's supposed to be
Added element.
elemental, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking added effect.
Attaches a property to the weapon or armor. Wow.
Yeah, that's a bad name. Well, later, bitches.
Like, do people not understand the concept of elemental? Is that a thing?
Probably. To be fair, the way FF7 labels a lot of its stuff is kind of weird. You could very easily get elemental and added effects confused.
Sure. Oh,
I always forget the route for this.
Oh, I can tell you.
Let me see if I can figure it out. We'll give it one try, and if I can't, tell me.
Perfect. That could mean anything. Yeah, property. Yeah, property. If added effect were changed to property, that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But added
It's
effect,
like, rather than property, it should say element.
right.
Like, if you want to change it to anything, attaches an element to the weapon or armor.
Sure, yeah. Thanks, Phazon. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, you take care of yourself, Phazon. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done this wrong. Get another look at the room.
It's a shame the lights are so low when you're up in the duct. Otherwise, you'd be able to see it a little better, but I guess that's the point, huh?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, no, let's start again from the beginning. Alright, you got it, Clim?
Yeah, you want the answer now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you're gonna go out the door and all the way up around the right side. to the very top of the room.
I thought it was the top. Why didn't I do the top? Left or down?
Hold on. Let me catch up with the stream. So you're gonna go left.
Right. Okay, and then we have down, down 2, and left.
And then you're gonna go the second door down. The one with the arrow in front of it. Yep. And then you're gonna go through that room where the duct is, and then you can get every other one.
There you go.
Go through the duct, you'll go to the room on the right, and then you still have that one door to open in front of that middle room. Hey, Steve.
Steve. How you doing, Steve?
Timothy is here. With the pro tips on getting through this room. A dynamic duo, yeah, Rebel.
Shame there's not a good co-op Batman game we could do with that.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's Lego Batman, but they're not online co-op. Open that door. There we go, all 3 coupons.
Go.
If I remember rightly, only one of these is actually worth it.
No, 2 of them. You get an all materia and a star pendant, which is pretty good at this point in the game, I think.
Yeah.
The 4 slots, though, not so good. Fired up to 64, gonna play some Resident Evil 2. That's great.
Ooh.
I didn't even
like
know
that RE2.
Didn't even know there was RE2 on 64.
I've streamed it like twice, Clim.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were there at least once.
It's probably true. I probably wasn't paying attention to what you were playing it on, though. Although, I probably said the same thing then, like, oh, hey.
Getting a decent video output through N64 is such a pain.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing really to stream N64 from other than N64. Like, you could do Virtual Console off Wii or Wii U, but that still has problems, and then you're even more limited by the games.
Static fuzz and all.
It's a massive video output. There we go, the rest room that was after. Yeah, because the N64 has its own anti-aliasing, which was pretty ahead of the time. And it looks great on CRTs, but outputting that on a modern TV makes it look super fuzzy and blurry.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't. I remember when I got my my most recent TV, and I tried hooking the Super Nintendo up to it. Just did not work. Did not work well. It like was wavy, like it was underwater. It was weird.
Super Nintendo's not quite as bad though, because there are more modern options and it's pretty simple to emulate. N64 isn't there.
Yeah.
Really? What are you outputting the 64 through then? Oh, that's not good. Huh.
Data error? What?
Yeah, I don't know, but like reset the game. L1, R1 and select to reset. And it's just taken me out of the battle. It's not reset the game, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Okay, I always forget where the first piece is that I'm after.
Oh yeah, it's like the middle room on the left, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, like with the Super Nintendo, there's a bunch of stuff. You could go off actual original hardware, because the Super Nintendo supports RGB output,
Yes.
which isn't too bad. And you can get upscalers for it, you can get specific converters like the OSSC, the Retro Sync, you can get a bunch of stuff that'll do wonders for it. But a lot of that is based on the fact that its original output is not actually that bad. It's pretty good for the time. The N64 doesn't have RGB output. It has S-Video and Component. No, S-Video and Composite. And it's done the same thing again.
Weird.
Yeah, with those same enemies. Well, this isn't a continuing problem. I don't know if the save data would transfer to just regular FF7, if we had to do that. I can't think of a good reason why it wouldn't, but you never know with this kind of thing.
Yeah, weird. I did it. I googled it real quick, and I didn't get any hits on any sort of data error thing. So that's just weird thing that happened. But to have it twice and with that same enemy, that's interesting.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again. Well, that's this floor done with, though.
That went pretty quick. This specific floor always bothers me.
It's the random encounters.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good thing, actually. We're going to get introduced to Scarlet and Hojo. And Palmer. I wonder what Palmer's name is.
Yeah.
I've already been introduced to Heidegger. And Heidegger's name has one less G.
Oh, really? That I didn't notice.
You gotta look at it now.
Yeah. I think it's odd that the music changes there. Into like
Yeah, to this specific track as well.
Mojo and Crimson.
God, if they've renamed Hojo to Mojo, I'm gonna love that. Because we'll have to spend the rest of the playthrough calling Mojo Jojo.
Right, of course.
We're not rebuilding. What did you just say to me, you cigar-chomping bitch?
Damn. Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo!
So good.
Powerpuff Girls was cool. It's still Palmer. Even Scarlet will share the extra revenue from the rates increase.
There you go.
Why are you still even here, Palmer? Why is Palmer on the board?
I don't know. I'm glad he's still split in half like that, though, with the polygons.
Yeah.
I always thought that was just an issue with the PS4 port.
Oh no, Heidegger has 2 Gs.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm sure he had 1 G.
Maybe Maybe that's why I didn't notice it, because it wasn't there.
Let's reopen the Midgar plan. Why? Giggles.
Because I'm an ancient. That's why.
Oh no, there it is. She is inferior to her mother, Ifalna.
There you go.
Oh.
I thought there was a comma Ifalna there.
Hojo Jojo.
There he is.
And it's still Hojo, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah, we can't have fun with that.
I mean, we could.
We could.
Hojo's Bizarre Adventure.
There is a Dio in this game.
God damn it. And it's still Scarlet.
What confuses you, Rebel? How can we assist you? Breed her so we can research her for 120 years.
How long do people live in this, though? Like, the only old person who ever speaks about the lifespan is Bugenhagen.
That's true.
And he says he's over 100 years old.
It
may just be common. The question we have to ask is, who are we going to name as Red 13? Or do we just keep it as it was in your Final Fantasy VII stream, Clim, out of respect?
As Bread 13?
Yeah, it's Bread 13.
That was a good one.
I like Bread 13.
Bread 13 was
Bread 11. What was Bread 11? Bread 11 was Epona in Twilight Princess, that's what it was.
Oh, really?
Because we couldn't... Yeah, we named Epona Bread 11 because we couldn't get the extra two
that was
ones in there.
I totally forgot about that.
Good old Bread 11. I really enjoyed Twilight Princess. That was a fun game. I came away from that feeling much more positively about it than I did about Wind Waker.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. I remember you were saying that.
I think ultimately whether you want to call it better or worse isn't the point. Twilight Princess is pretty underrated, I think.
Yeah.
Its dungeon design's really good. I love when Final Fantasy VII starts doing its creepy music.
Yes.
Which is about to happen in a minute. I have no idea how that guy doesn't see us.
Like, when he's walking towards Hojo, yes. I can understand him not seeing us. But, like, when he's walking back, there's absolutely no reason he doesn't see you. We're so Nova's influence, you're right.
I love Genova's battle theme.
I don't think I did this.
Genova.
Yeah, Genova's battle theme is great.
I really hope they've kept Barrett's line.
Where's its goddamn head?
No, he doesn't say goddamn, he says where's its swear head.
That's right.
And I always take that to mean where's its fucking head.
Yes. Eyeball boob. Yeah, gotta watch out for that.
It's what makes Genova the best kind of woman, because she'll never tell you her eyes are up here.
That's
because
right.
her eyes down here.
See what?
Oh,
What is it?
it's a monster.
The hell is this headless freak? Okay.
But where's his fucking head?
Yeah, that's a much better line. Sometimes I wish I could poke Genova's eyeball boob. That's funny.
Eyeball boob.
Yeah, and ooh, see, this is another guy I like to steal from. This guy you steal carbon bangles from, which at this point in the game are really, really good.
Oh, I wish you'd said that before I killed it.
Oh, do you even have steel equipped? I didn't realize.
Yeah, I put it on.
Well, sorry. Yeah, the music seems to be gone. After that Genova scene, the music cuts out. So this part, before you get to the screen transition, the music is gone. So
It's just you're almost never going to run into a battle between that screen transition.
Correct, yeah. Did you equip that star pendant? Because now would be a good time.
Yep. This messed me up the first time because, like, oh hey, here's biomateria. Cool, let me use it on the next enemy I see.
They do that to you so many times in this game. It's like when you get Vincent, and you're like, oh cool, let me use his limit break. Oh, it's fire based, and the boss of the next area absorbs fire. Cool. Thanks.
Vincent
game.
is such a problem for that throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was when I was streaming it last year. I had Vincent in my party when I fought Schizo.
Okay.
And used his limit break.
Yeah, that's just poor business.
Yeah.
Damn killer right now, end the game. Yeah, right, Rebel? Like a your automata joke ending.
I remember that one bit when I was doing Digital Devil Saga 1, where I was talking about the old low poly models for Final Fantasy VII. It's like, would Final Fantasy VII be the same without it? Or like the whole Sephiroth thing of like, I'm going to see my mother. It's in the clips, actually, if anybody wants to see that.
Oh?
Yeah, FF7 improv with Mecha.
Oh yeah, I've linked that before. I didn't watch it last week.
I think we brought it up last week.
What's that?
I think we brought it up last week.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's just because ChanceEm said, like, I'm going to see mother.
Right. Yeah, I just didn't view it because by the end of the stream I forgot, and I didn't want to watch it on stream because obviously I was busy.
Okay, so we need to decide who we're going to name Red 13 after. Parachute Pants Sephiroth.
You're going with regulars or just people that are in the chat?
Regulars first. So we got you, ChanceEm, and Teak.
Right.
Should we go with regulars first, or just people in the chat who are here at the minute, though?
Yeah, because
Rebel 13.
I was thinking Rebel 13 myself. Just because it sounds nice.
Yeah, people seem to want Rebel 13.
Yo.
Terrible. ChanceEm's a human being, we think.
Rebel came up with a good one.
Reb 13.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's not bad.
I like that a lot. That's funny as hell.
ChanceEm's a human being, we think.
We think.
My precious specimens.
What are you doing?
ChanceEm.
Oops.
ChanceEm, are you a human being? This halfway, yeah.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Alright. Looks like it's just me for now, people. Well, bye. I'm kidding. It's been a while since we did a fake out ending. Tika, you take care of it. No, that the ending screen is Persona 5 based. The music isn't. There we go, Rep 13. Let's go! Oh, I don't have fire. Should have really taken that into account. You say that, Rebel, but we've never seen you stream, so all we know about you when you're streaming is that you're not wearing pants. Sat there with an open lab coat. Nice. That's what makes it so good.
Sorry about that. I smelled something burning and I wanted to go check it out. Everything is in order.
Yeah, it was just my mixtape.
Wow. It sounded...
I don't usually end up with this much poison going on in this fight.
I usually get everybody poisoned in this fight.
Yeah, it doesn't usually happen to me. But now, like, Clim's been poisoned twice and now Reb's poisoned.
Oh, I see. Are you healing them from the poison? I just let them deal with it.
I only had 2 antidotes.
Yeah. That's why I don't bother healing anybody when it's not worth it. That's some fine work. Oh, you're never gonna use him again? Phew. Yeah, you gotta use. Right. But even after that, he's the. Yeah, he's just too good when you get the Seraph comb.
Yeah. And Lunatic High is pretty useful early game as well.
That's true.
Yeah, Cosmo Canyon's a fantastic theme.
It sure is. I like this version of it too that doesn't have the melody play.
It's something a lot of people don't really pay much attention to. There are so many different versions of each specific song, like Those Chosen by the Planet has the version when it first starts playing in the Shin-Ra mansion.
Right.
It never goes into the full piece. It's always just a doo-doo.
Yeah, the first time you hear that, the choir bit, when Sephiroth says, "I'm going to see my mother," and then it like kicks into high gear. I love how the track cuts out right before that moment. But you're right, there are a lot of different versions of each different track. Pretty cool.
Let me see. All fire, this fire. Nice. Store.
See you later.
And I'm just gonna leave the enemy skill.
You're not even gonna pick it up? Wow. Do you plan on not using enemy skill at all?
No, I never use enemy skill. I know it's super useful if you go with it. I never use it.
I see.
I did go back and pick it up though. I was just screwing with you.
It's funny because you can't even get an enemy skill until after you leave. Oh wow, this is steel extravaganza here. They're hard steals though. From the soldiers you can get the hard edge, and from the moth slasher you can get carbon barrier. If you're so inclined.
Getting... Is it hard edge or force edge?
Hard edge. Force edge you get from Rufus, from the Simon Says mini-game.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, are they the same thing? No, I was getting confused.
Make sure you use Curse Slash.
Nobody's commented on Curse Slash yet. And Mind Blow, I think it is changed to Mind Break.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we got it after the fight with the specimen.
Ah, I see. I wasn't,
There we go, Carbon Bangle.
Hey, alright. The nice thing, it's interesting because Hard Edge, you don't get that until Junin, I don't think. So stealing it here is like a big deal. Same with the carbon.
Yeah, with Cloud, you don't get anything for a while if you're not stealing.
Correct. Yeah. That's what's so interesting about stealing in this game. Like, it really actually makes a difference. Whereas, like we were saying before, in later games, or really other games, stealing doesn't do that much. It's like, okay, cool, you got something for free, but fight 5 battles and you can buy that thing anyway. That's why I need to get it out of my mind that I need to steal stuff from enemies in Final Fantasy IX. That's how I got killed by Lonnie the first time. She just wrecked me. She killed Garnet right away, and so I couldn't heal it. And then it was just one by one, she killed everybody.
Yeah, steal and enemy skill are the two big things in this game that you really need to know ahead of time to get the most use out of, or just use a guard. Use a guide.
Right.
Because, like, yeah, no, enemy skill is really useful if you know where to use it. Stuff like Big Guard, Magic Missile. Way before you have access to Barrier and M Barrier at the same time.
Oh, it's amazing. Plus the haste.
Oh, there we go. It's Hard Breaker.
Hard Break? Oh god, okay.
Yep, growing up 8-bit raided us again.
Thanks for the raid.
Thanks for the raid, growing up 8-bit. How you doing, buddy? So you were doing a Kaizo Mario World hack? But not the Kaizo hack, a different one?
Fun.
Alright, let's equip that.
Yeah, do that right away, right?
Hard Breaker. Look at that, it's almost double the attack.
It's insane. And, what is it? Iligor from, the train graveyard. The striking staff that you can get for Eris there, same deal. Brings you up into like 30 points of attack damage. It actually makes her a strong melee fighter at that point. It's wild. Throw her in the front row and it's over.
Yeah, we'll keep it like that for a minute. There we go, that's fine. Potions! Open the door.
I'm actually pretty surprised at how long the Shin-Ra Tower has taken.
Yeah, it's coming up to 2 hours.
Yeah. Probably will be timed out pretty well to do calm and then see where it is by then.
Yeah, probably call it after the Nibelheim flashback. I think that'd probably be a good thing.
Be a good place to stop too.
Yeah.
I always think
Let's
it's
hit
cool
the
place.
What? What do you say, Clim?
I said I always find it interesting when you can stop at like a cool place, like a kind of cliffhanger kind of area.
Yeah, it does have that save point partway through as well.
Yeah.
Let's hit the save point before we go for the elevator, because this is going to be a long sequence where we don't have any real control.
That is correct. Hey, isn't it nice? I mean, you have a rest, so that's nice. But hey, remember when Tense used to heal 100% of HP and MP? Because it doesn't in Final Fantasy IX. So stupid. Hang on.
I'm just thinking of the sleeping bags. It's like, hey, did you want a tent for one character? No.
Perks.
I love the Shin-Ra theme. It's one of my favourites.
Good one.
Mm. It's like most of my favourite themes in this game are related to the villains. The only real exception with that is Cosmo Canyon. I love those chosen by the planet, Genova Absolute, the Shin-Ra theme, and Cosmo Canyon. I picked those out as my favourites. I wouldn't pick the Turks theme as one of my favourites though.
Yeah, it's a fun one, but it's not really like...
Oh, they've not renamed the Cetra.
Oh, well that's good.
Why did they bring Rep with us? Like, for all they know, it's just a dog that's gotten into the tower somehow.
You don't think they would know what specimens there were?
No, I have a feeling nobody knows what Hojo's doing.
Suppose.
I have a feeling even if anybody was interested, I doubt Hojo is very forthcoming.
Right.
Alright, Rude. I'm thinking, like, would it be worth during the Turk fight in Gongaga? Would it be worth killing Reno and then killing everybody except Tifa?
Why?
Because Rude won't fight Tifa.
Oh, and just to watch them stand and do nothing?
Yeah, and then he'll just walk away.
Does he walk away?
Yeah, he'll just leave.
Oh, over time.
I'm not entirely sure if it is actually over time. It may just be immediately.
Interesting.
By the by, you really don't have to do the ask anything if you're not asking a question. Oh, that reminds me, I've added some new games to the point redemptions. Especially since ChanceEm redeemed Nocturne playthrough, which will be coming up after we finish Final Fantasy VII. So if you want to see a really cool JRPG that will make you shit blood, come and check out the Nocturne playthrough. Nocturne is such a hard sell, Clim. It is so good, but it is also complete bullshit. It's like, you remember how bullshit Digital Devil Saga could be?
Yeah.
Yeah, Digital Devil Saga is considered to be one of the easier entries in the series.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Not its bonus bosses. The bonus boss of the first Digital Devil Saga is regarded to be like the hardest bonus boss in JRPGs, but the game itself. Favorite flavor of socks? I like them thick enough to be warm, but not so thick that you start cutting off the like you start making your shoes feel smaller, if you know what I mean. I wonder how ChanceEm's doing. ChanceEm, are we human? You think it's weird that they locked ChanceEm up and didn't just put him back with Hojo?
Right.
Ooh, ChanceEm with the reference. I like that.
Pretty good. Smoke you.
Ah, I was going to ask if you got it, but then you really showed that you did. That's good work, Clim.
Thanks. Do what I can.
It's a good movie. It
is
really is. It's not a good movie, but it is such an entertaining movie.
Yeah, which makes it a great movie.
Oh yeah. I've said before, like, the worst that any piece of entertainment media can do is bore you.
Right.
It's like, you can dislike it, it can offend you, it can do all sorts, but it only really fails as entertainment if it bores you.
Right. Makes sense. Land of supreme happiness.
I'm trying to think of an analogy for that from another game. A land of supreme happiness, and all I'm coming up with is Nirvana.
Which is more of a real thing than anything.
Yeah, it was death. Probably should have put a spoiler warning before that. The real Nirvana was to just be dead.
That's true.
Midgar's no good anymore. Must escape Midgar. Escape Midgar, you say? That's a crazy plan. They require a motorcycle. Well, a motorcycle to go with such a crazy plan would be a crazy motorcycle.
Crazy motorcycle.
There's actually there's a video I saw on Tumblr once that was really good about the Nocturne death. And the best part of it was like the video itself was very clear, like one of the earliest battles in the game. It's like, okay, either the first or the second fight of the game, main character goes up and attacks the enemy, misses, the enemy gets their turn. Goes up again, attacks the enemy, misses again, the enemy kills them. It's like the second fight of the game. And it goes into the game over screen and just starts playing, Our God is an awesome God, He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. And it's like, you know what?
That's fantastic.
Fucking dumb, I love it. I'll have to try and find it again and link it on the Discord. But yeah, no, I've had playthroughs of Nocturne where I've died before getting out of the opening area.
Yeah, it sounds like when I played Nier Automata for the first time. When I died in the opening area and the game's like, well, we don't autosave, we told you. Fuck you.
But did you die because of your own fault?
Yes and no.
Okay, elaborate.
I got to the boss, and like the whole time, the game was auto healing for me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird, but okay. And then I got to the boss of the area, and my health went down, and the game didn't auto heal for me. I'm like, okay, that's weird, and I died because I didn't know how. The work of man. He never told me how to heal myself. Very strange.
The way it ends up working in SMT is death is rarely ever your fault. And that's not a case of like bullshit covering your ass and refusing to accept facts. It's actually more a case of no, you didn't have a chance to make a mistake. The game just decided fuck you.
Right.
Like you'll see it when we get to Nocturne. And the fun part about that is Nocturne HD is coming out on PS4 and Switch next year.
Wow.
So you can decide if you want to buy it. I wish to not die. Satan said not today. Then he kicked me in the dick. Oh yeah, this year. March, I think. It's only like the 3rd.
Right. We're not too far in yet.
It's like I completely forgot yesterday's stream was the first stream of the new year until I finished yesterday's stream. I know, right? Like, so many weird things going on this year already at Shin-Ra Tower.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild.
There's a lot of blood that doesn't look like it came from this guy.
Yeah. Because it came from Genova.
That's what I'm thinking.
Good old Genova blood.
I mean, it does look like just a massive exposed muscle, so...
This is true.
He could just be trailing blood everywhere. Yeah, I would have imagined it's easy to sleep without a head. Then again, do you think the eye on its breast has an eyelid? What was its eye? Yeah, Genova has an eye on its breast. Why do you bite me? Just the one, though.
True. Eye on his who?
Healing Wind.
I'm guessing that all the monsters that start to appear in this area after Genova escapes is just like because all the specimens are supposed to have escaped as well. Like that's my guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was my assumption. Although you could make an argument for some of these being the Shin-Ra workers.
Being like transformed monsters.
Yeah, because it is mentioned as something Genova did to the ancient Cetra.
Yeah, could be.
Gotta make sure we save here in case I die against Heligunner.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Nosebazonga. God, did you... Clim, have you seen the latest GIF that was posted on Rebels NSFW page?
No, I have not. Oh,
go
wait.
and look at it right now.
Okay. Hang on.
You speak of Nosebazongas, it's not quite that, but... The leader of Shin-Ra is dead. President Shin-Ra.
Hold on. What just happened here?
It's a sword. Sephiroth is alive?
What?
Looks like it. Only he can wield that. Isn't that right, Tifa?
Damn. The call-out.
It's like, yeah, no, I'm a monk who's worked really hard to master my martial abilities. Oh no, Sephiroth killed my dad and left his sword behind? Well, I'd better use this then. You saw Sephiroth and he didn't cut you into bacon bits?
Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, look at those.
Have you seen the latest GIF in there?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
I'm not going to describe what it is for the chat. They don't need to know.
It's probably best.
Yeah. You can feel the pain in your own nose though when you look at it.
Oh no! That went very, very poorly. That did not go where I was expecting.
Ah, you didn't notice. Oh yeah, let's get the deets on Vice President Rufus. It said that he has neither blood nor tears.
Oh, I was looking at it. Okay, now I understand. I wasn't looking at that one. I was looking at the one before that.
It said that he has neither blood nor tears. What the fuck kind of information is that?
Dear God, okay. Wait, what? The line is, nobody's seen him cry.
Yeah, it said he has neither blood nor tears.
That doesn't...
Okay, so Rufus is a robot.
Right. That's just silly.
I heard he's been assigned somewhere else for a while. If Bane was here, Bane regularly brings up, whenever we talk about Rufus, the fact that Rufus was the one behind the plot in Before Crisis, and his punishment for it was to be sent away. Because Bane knows the plot of Before Crisis. Like, very few other people do, but Bane knows the plot of Before Crisis. It was a mobile game that wasn't released outside Japan.
I see.
I won't be surprised if Megumi knows. Chrono, ex-soldier, first class. I'm from Avalanche. You don't need to know my name. Same here. Stop staring at my tits. I sell flowers in the slums. I might not be human. I'm just here to dance.
Here goes.
He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah.
What a weird crew. What is this, a JRPG? Ooh, that's a changed line. The line's supposed to be you're only present because your old man's dead.
Right. Oh, damn.
That changes the... Yeah, it changes the entire tone of Barrett's response.
Yeah.
You ever notice that the only two characters Rufus actually walks to here are the girls?
I didn't think of that.
Oh no, he just walked to Barrett as well, never mind. The only characters he walks to are the ones you can take on a date. Why waste good money on the mindless masses? You know, if you're gonna spend money on yourself, you should maybe buy yourself a better suit. It looks like you're just wearing a bunch of pillows there, Rufus.
Yeah, it's not a very good, at least the battle, you know, whatever. The graphics in the battle look better than that.
I like the super deformed style on the overworld. It makes the battle graphics feel a little more special.
Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of an issue I have with Final Fantasy VI. Of the enemy sprites are always way more elaborate than the party sprites.
Right.
It's like when you infiltrate the Siege of Doma and steal Magitech armor. It's like, okay, you're in Magitech armor, and then you fight the Empire soldiers who are also in Magitech armor, and their Magitech armor looks way more elaborate than yours.
Right.
But it's the same Magitech armor.
It's all angled and shaded and stuff.
Yeah. And FF7 is like the only game that really kind of makes it work for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about Chrono. Listen to this, skank. That's basically what it feels like Tifa's saying.
Yeah.
I'm worried about Chrono. Yeah. Get going. Remove everybody's materia.
Move it.
It always irritated me
remove.
that...
What's that?
It always irritated me here that Tifa is just standing in the way of the save point. So if you die here, you have to go back to redo that conversation.
True.
And it's not a short scene.
No, it's not. And you can't leave this room at all. You can't go down to the gym and save there.
I don't think so.
Mm.
But you know what? Let's try it.
Right.
Nope, door's locked.
Interesting.
I think Nomura's fascination with belts hadn't really started yet with this game, ChanceEm. Although it was definitely there by 8, because Squall has those 2 belts that align across his butt, which means he cannot possibly ever be comfortable sitting down.
That's why he never sits.
No, he sits. He just usually gets up pretty quickly after it. It's like, yeah, no, here's the briefing for the Delete landing. Cool, I'm gonna go upstairs then. You know, I haven't actually seen his FF7 remake design. Oh, that sounds wonderful. It's also kind of awkward that this fight comes along and doesn't really introduce the concept of long range that well. It's just there and you gotta deal with it.
Right. Yeah, until this point, you just sort of... If you've never played a Final Fantasy before, you just sort of are clueless.
Long range doesn't come up that often in other Final Fantasies, though. I mean, hell, even in this, it doesn't come up that often as this.
Yeah,
And
the concept of doing more damage in the front row, though, is common.
Yeah, there's that. But, like, even front row, back row, Aerith and Red can't attack the 100 gunner or the heli gunner.
Right.
Like, it comes up again in the, it's not Leviathan, the sea serpent that you're fighting June on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it comes up again there, and then I don't think it ever comes up again. Maybe with Ultimate Weapon?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely with Ultimate Weapon. There are enemies that, like, will go up from the ground, but they're kind of few and far between. Zem Zealot is one of them. He'll kind of, like, jump up, I think, at one point. Flap his meaty little arms there.
Air pressure not affects them. But 67 floors isn't too bad. I mean, you can be on a rooftop with that, it's not a big deal. It'd be windy. I think the wind would be the biggest problem. But I don't think air pressure would make that much difference. Shin-Ra Tower couldn't possibly be high enough. Could it?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't have thought so either, but like, who knows? Meanwhile...
Mithril bracelet. I don't remember that being a thing. Oh, Mithril armlet, sure. Good thing you can't save.
What happened to the Starp engine I equipped on me?
Did it get removed when you removed all the other equipment?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because the titanium bangle didn't get removed.
I guess because you can't remove armor, though. You can only swap it out.
Restore fire, ice, lightning. Why do I have 2 sense materials?
One comes with red.
Ah, okay. I forgot what it came with.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, refined, and then the other one is equipped on red. He has fire and sense.
I remember the fire, I forgot the sense.
Yeah.
Why do you want to fight me? Because your suit looks dumb. It offends me with my tiny eyes. Like, seriously, look at Cloud's eyes here.
Yeah, they're pretty tiny and close together.
This is just like PS1 rendering pixels in a 3D space. It was terrible at that. It's amazing. Like, nothing else looks like PS1 because of that. That's why whenever you see a PS1 game on any other system, it never looks the same. Well, Dark Nation still has the same name. Yeah, kind of like that, ChanceEm. Unfortunately, it got Protect off before... Well, it got Barrier off before I was able to kill it.
Yeah, it always does, though. I don't think you can kill it without it getting that off.
Considering we had Limit Break advantage, I'm gonna guess not.
Right, true. I mean, maybe if you get, like, randomly started with some decent ATB built up, but...
No, I kind of doubt that. But it just means I'm gonna hit Rufus with magic instead of physical attacks.
Right.
Except now, Curse Slash.
Curse Slash.
It's always nice to see Rufus affected by Paralyze.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. It doesn't last very long, but it lasts long enough to be, you know, useful.
Yes, it does. Lady, you tiny-eyed weirdo.
That's enough for today.
I've forgotten how small Rufus's eyes are in his battle model.
Bulletproof vest, huh? Not protect vest.
Vitality plus 10. I guess Bulletproof does kind of make a little more sense.
Sure.
But Protect served the purpose.
Yeah.
What's this boss fight? Alright, get ready for that crazy motorcycle.
Here it comes.
I love the way the entire sequence goes, like, hey guys, Tifa, where's Cloud? Come on!
Yeah. The whole thing is great, yeah.
Wait, I love the way FF7's cutscenes look. But, like, that one cutscene with its animation looks terrible.
What cutscene?
The one coming up.
Oh.
Where you see Barrett, Red, and Aerith running.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, this was a game from 97, right?
But you don't like Barrett's sized 84 shoe?
I don't like the way he kind of drags his feet across the ground. It looks like he's trying to do Shadow the Hedgehog. All hail Barrett. Heroes rise again. I won't let Shin-Ra do what they want anymore. What do you mean anymore? I thought the whole Avalanche thing was about not letting them do what they want to begin with.
Right. Don't sound right at all.
What are we gonna do? Timothy, we somehow got down the stairs fast enough to catch up with you. Wait, what? One thing I do like is if you actually explore the lobby when you first come in, you can see the truck and the bike.
Yes. Yeah, in the shop, we're not tools of the government. In the shop, they have like videos of the vehicles.
Hey, Lino. How you doing, buddy? That's a good line. I think we've done that line before. One of my favourite lines from Metal Gear Solid. And, like, one of the points I'll hold up of why MGS1 has, like, the best writing in the series. I think probably because it went through an editor who wasn't Hideo Kojima. I think that's one of the problems MGS2 onwards had. Kojima had enough clout all of a sudden to really demand whatever he wanted. Let's form the party. They really should tell you why you need to form the party here. Because you could very easily be like, why do I need to form the party? And then not do it. And that's a mistake.
Yes. But I guess most people would just kind of assume, hey, something's gonna happen, so might as well set everybody up.
You know, at some point I'll probably stream MGS again. I did do it all in one sitting last year. I think sometime in August, probably. It took like 7 hours. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll invite somebody on with me. Maybe Ninja? I've not invited Ninja on for a while. Ninja's good with Metal Gear Solid, I think. Property, where's property? There it is. Metal Gear Solid is a good game. I'll always stand for the original MGS. It's a classic for a reason. Like I say, I think it's fairly well written, especially in regards to the rest of the series.
I agree. You don't really get lost in it like you do in the second one.
I'm not gonna stream the second one in one session again. Like, that plant chapter was a mistake.
Oh yeah.
Were you here when I did that, Clim?
Yeah, I think I was around.
Yeah, it was like almost 9 hours.
Yeah, I was around for a bunch of it, that's for sure.
Alright, before we start this, let's do the line Lino gave us.
Go for it.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Lighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell. And then Rex lifts up its foot, the entire thing goes, just freezes for a second, and then stamps down, and Snake's like, "Fucks!" And it's one of the best sequences in the series.
Yeah, it's really good.
Alright, let's rock and roll, Crazy Motorcycle. I debated doing Twin Snakes again, but I don't really know if I want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. I don't think that was all that great.
Honestly, the biggest disappointment for me just ends up being the soundtrack.
Right, exactly.
I mean, in a bunch of ways, it is weaker than the original Metal Gear Solid. Cinematography, the voice acting, feels like everybody cared less. But, like, the soundtrack, I feel, is the biggest letdown, because MGS1 had a great soundtrack.
Right, yeah, there was no reason to touch that at all.
I'm having so much trouble with this, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, sometimes it goes better than other times. I know once, there's a way you can just kind of spam the whole thing, so long as you get the red ones, and you can just sort of like keep them behind you by constantly swinging your sword. The trick is to just kill the yellow ones, and then eventually enough red ones come. There can only be 3 motorcycles on the screen at any time. So once you get 3 red ones, you just keep swinging your sword and they'll never come past you.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who are trying to get you away from the truck.
Oh god, I forgot about that camera change.
Yeah. Oh, his icon is blinking. That's a good catch. I didn't notice that at all. It's because I'm always watching the motorcycles when I'm playing this.
Barrett's is blinking as well. Oh god, I forgot the rows are reversed because this counts as a back attack.
Yep.
Damn it.
Big oops.
The drinking game I've heard of for MGS is the one when Snake repeats the last word of the previous sentence.
Metal Gear.
First floor basement. Psycho Mantis. Nano machines. Woman in the cell.
That's pretty funny.
Alright, everybody switch then.
There you go.
Oh, what's this one? This is an FF5 line then. Yeah, that's Final Fantasy V, Lena.
Yep, sure is.
I'm not sure I'm gonna stream Final Fantasy V when I get to it. Can't really do the PlayStation version because the translation on that is absolute garbage.
But
There is the Final Fantasy V fan translation for Super Nintendo, which was like the first big JRPG fan translation. That's where the Butts name comes from. They translated Bartz as Butts.
yep, with 1 T though.
It was an impressive piece of work, and without that, we may not have a lot of the other JRPG fan translations we know and love. Here we go. Limit break.
That flamethrower made the menu all glitchy.
Yep.
Weird.
Oh, hey, we got another star pendant.
Yep.
Without that, we may not have this. We may not have stuff like the various Tales translations. Like, it always takes one person to kick those kinds of things off, and without the one person to kick it, like, who knows how long it would have taken for someone else to kick it. Alright, so, Lino's other line. God, can I do an old man voice? I'm old. Old man. No, that's not a Gallo voice.
Yeah, I don't think he would sound that old. His hair is still pretty light brown.
Depends where you're looking. His hair in his portrait is like totally white. But it's one of the problems with the GBA Final Fantasy games, 5 and 6 especially. They use the Amano artwork for portraits in dialogue, but the Amano artwork doesn't match up with the character sprites.
Right. Yeah.
Like, Terra isn't blonde in FF6.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that artwork at all. I that's actually a reason why I hate a lot of the characters, because they look like idiots. I think it's just bad art style. Like, they look like deformed monsters of humans. And I'm not okay with that.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Yep. Let's mosey.
Anyway, so... I think it has to be Chrono. Why? Because he's the main character.
Right.
It's always weird seeing Amano artwork of any characters post 6. Because starting with 7, like, Amano wasn't the character designer anymore, it was Nomura.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I know the one you're talking about, ChanceEm, and it's always looked weird to me. I'm sorry, but this is the No Girls Club.
Yeah, that's right. Have fun, boys. Thanks.
I'm pretty sure they also have a line if you take Aerith and Tifa with you.
Yes, they do.
Anyway, I need to do this line that ChanceEm, that Lino's given us. Listen up. Before you knew me as a king, you knew me as a friend. Just Galoff is fine. Understood, Just Galoff. Don't push it, kid. Hearing bad jokes will get you punished.
Ha!
I think that was okay.
It wasn't bad. Not bad at all.
I said it before, like, the big trick with doing voices, it's harder than a lot of people think.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, what's happened? Okay, it's connected again, so that's nice. The big trick with doing voices, harder than people think, and voice actors deserve more credit for it. Doing voices and acting at the same time is pretty tricky.
Right.
And a lot of people can't act to begin with. It's always the difference between voice actors and voice impressionists.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that, ChanceEm. It just blanked out on my screen, then came back, and then came back on stream.
Huh.
If you've got the points for them, Lino, you can keep doing them.
That's a good one.
See, I'm trying to think of like what Cloud's voice will be like, and all I'm getting is Steve Burton.
Steve Burton. I liked Steve Burton as Cloud. I didn't hate him at all.
I had no problem with him. I would have been happy to see him back in the remake.
Yeah, agreed. Although I
was
like
disappointed to find out. What?
I do like the remake voice for him though.
It's like I was disappointed to find out that they didn't bring George Newbern back as Sephiroth. I love George Newbern's Sephiroth.
Is that who was in Advent Children? Because he was great, yeah.
Advent Children, Kingdom Hearts 2, Crisis Core. He does really well in Crisis Core. One of the biggest successes of Crisis Core that you don't expect going into it is that it makes Sephiroth into a likable character.
Okay.
Which makes his descent into insanity all the more tragic. Like, you actually like this character, you care about him, and then he goes crazy. I don't need any of that. I'm gonna regret not getting the heal material later, aren't I?
I don't know. I always get it, and I never end up using it.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Cannonball and 2 mithril bracelets. You look like a bear wearing a marshmallow. I don't do accents that well, especially American accents. Like, the American accent I can do somewhat reasonably is the one everybody can do, the southern drawl. That's because it's so pronounced.
Yeah.
Well, 2.5 hours in, we're finally getting to the Nibelheim flashback.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
Well, that was weird. He's like, hey, you're late. Yo, thanks for being early. Both said by Barrett. Well, the problem with British accent is, like, to do the traditional British accent that a lot of non-English people are familiar with, the received pronunciation style, the upper class one, I really end up having to focus on it. I wanted to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with him on several missions, we got to know each other. Like, the Nibelheim flashback is the only example you get of Sephiroth as an actual character in this game, and it doesn't do much to establish him as a character. And I think that's where Crisis Core really picks up the slack.
That's fair. I can understand that.
That's interesting. That's a different tone from the original line.
Yeah, it does seem
5 years ago. I was 16. Somehow I was a soldier first class. But this is a Japanese piece of media, so you're not going to question it. At least we're not playing the PC version. The PC version, for some reason, just draws mouths on everybody, and they're always open.
Yeah, I remember that. It looks awful.
Yeah. I have no idea why you do that. I also have never had motion sickness.
Oh no?
No.
Lucky dog. It's
Yeah.
the worst. The actual worst.
I'm very fortunate, especially in regards to games. I don't get nauseous from them.
Yeah, games I have no problem with, but when I'm in a car, then it's a problem.
I love this. Like, oh, they gave me new materia. I can't wait to try it. When we actually get a look at the materia later, I can't remember what it is specifically, but I remember it is useless.
On cloud, preemptive.
There you go, preemptive. It is useless.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sephiroth could be British, but that'd... I feel like that'd be too cliche. Yeah, I've never been on a boat. I might get motion sickness from a boat ride.
Make sure to point out the difference between the character portraits too in this section.
I don't think I'll really need to, but yeah, okay.
I mean, you know, I know you'd like to point those sorts of things out because Cloud is
Eh,
like more straight on than it is normally,
yeah, it is. It is different.
and you can look at all of Sephiroth's equipment and stuff. It's just kind of cool.
Yeah, let's take it all off him.
Yeah, he just gets mad at you.
He's just like,
Yeah, he just
mm.
yeah, it's just like a dot 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 situation.
Brutal creatures? Where? Wait a minute, did they respell Nibelheim?
They sure did.
God damn
They
it.
sure did. There's no E in there.
I do love this, though. Your first introduction to Sephiroth in battle, and the theme is just those chosen by the planet.
Yes.
Yeah, with a lot, from what I've heard, with a lot of seasickness, a lot of it is specific motions of the boat. So being on a smaller boat that isn't going to rock as much could probably really be not a problem. I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. It looked amazing from my viewpoint in the mud. Oh, what was it? The Serathoth, I think is what I said. So I went in Megumi's stream last night when she was doing Kingdom Hearts and said that they changed Sephiroth's name to Serathoth.
Okay.
Combination, oh yeah, no, I think it's a portmanteau between Seraph and Thoth, the Egyptian god of death. Is Thoth the... No, what is Thoth? It's an Egyptian god of something.
I don't know.
Thoth, Egyptian god of writing, magic, wisdom, and the moon. Set is the god of death in Egyptian.
Yes. Not to be confused with Anubis,
Who is god of the underworld.
The underworld, right.
Yeah. But often is confused with Anubis.
Yes.
Niblum.
Yeah.
Welcome to Niblum. And of course, there is Sephiroth of the Warring Triad. I can't remember the name of all three of the Warring Triad in Final Fantasy XIV. Sephiroth, Sophia, and I can't remember the third one. But Sephiroth has a really kick-ass battle theme. Like, there's one thing you can really give FF14 credit for, on top of all of the other things you can give 14 credit for. Its soundtrack, especially for boss fights, is fantastic. Stuff like the Titan boss fight music is really good. Garuda's is pretty good. The final fight of the original main story of Realm Reborn with Ultima Weapon is really good. And like, it's just some really good stuff with it. One thing that stands out for me with the Sephiroth fight, though, is that track has lyrics. Pretty good. I recommend looking it up. Sephiroth. It's spelled like Sephiroth, just without the last H.
Right.
Sephiroth Extreme. The music for it is really good.
Sounds familiar. Sounds like somebody's mentioned it before.
Probably me. But the Warring Triad is based on the Warring Triad of Final Fantasy VI.
Right.
The childhood friends reunite, apparently.
Yeah.
Tika really surprised me. That cowboy outfit she had was weird. It's a shame. When you play Dissidia and Duodecim, I don't think you can use the alternate costumes in the story mode. Which is a shame because Tifa's DLC costume in Duodecim is the cowboy outfit. And one of Cloud's DLC outfits is his Kingdom Hearts 1 appearance. With the wing and the bandaged sword.
Yes.
You can also get the Leon appearance for Squall, which I quite like. Sephiroth also has his Kingdom Hearts appearance, but I don't think it's as cool. Kingdom Hearts 1-1. Get back in your house. Bitch, I might be.
Pompous ass, damn.
Mother, I'm home. Yeah, battle mode. It's disappointing because some of the alternates I do prefer to the standards. Like Terra. I prefer Terra's alternate that gives her in-game Final Fantasy VI appearance. Because Terra's appearance in Dissidia and Duodecim goes off the Amano artwork, so she's blonde. But the first alternate she has is like the green hair, the red dress, and I really like it. I should do Duodecim some point. Maybe I'll add that as a point reward. I have all the DLC for Duodecim Megumi. All the costumes and the music tracks. So stuff like Zidane in his hooded costume. Lightning's Ayabrea costume.
Ayabrea, you say?
Yep. There's a few. There's not a huge amount of DLC costumes that are worth looking into. But there's a few that are pretty neat. And then there's the music DLC, which just adds more music. Kingdom Hearts 1-1. Yeah, maybe I'll add that as a point reward. I did mention earlier I've added some new games to the point rewards. What do we got? You have the new point rewards to recommend a game, where I will recommend a game for you. Residents of Fate, Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, Suikoden, Lunar Silver Star Story, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and Shin Megami Tensei 1. Currently the point rewards. Third Birthday is kind of an awkward game, because I think it's a pretty fun game. But everybody hates it because it's not Parasite Eve 3.
Yeah, I would be mad at that too, though. I was mad at that.
But you also didn't have a PSP, so it doesn't really matter for you, does it?
That was what my next statement was going to be, was it made me mad that that was the case.
Yeah, it's like the main character's called Ayabrea, and basically isn't Ayabrea.
Yeah.
Like, Third Birthday probably would have been better received if it wasn't, like, the main character wasn't called Eyebrow. As a third-person shooter on the PSP, it's pretty good. And I love the body hopping mechanic. Maybe I'll do that game one day. Let's go and look in Tika's underwear drawer. Did you go out in my house? Yes. I thought you might be home. Rano, did you go into my room too? Yeah, I thought you might be in your room. Slightly stretched underwear.
Yikes. Not orthopedic underwear?
Apparently not. Chrono, is this true? Yeah, I thought you might be in your underwear drawer. Anyway,
Yup.
what we're really here for.
Exclamation point. That's the best.
Did you play your piano? Did you play the piano? Yeah, I thought you might be in the piano.
I jammed on it.
Alright, let's do both because I forget which one specifically I need to play. Ooh, that is off the screen and that's not good. There it is. Teach you how to play Tifa's theme for later.
Right.
Nah, forget it, she's not in there. It is weird that they changed orthopedic to slightly stretched.
Yeah, that's very odd.
It implies something different, again, like a shift of tone somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Because it implies Tifa's a little too big for her own underwear.
Right, yeah, I get that.
Chrono, my boy, is that you? Itchy, it might be. Hello! Are you still Zangan? Yes.
It's so funny to wonder if these people are still named after the same thing.
I have 128 students all over the world. You'll never meet any of them.
Right?
It's also kind of weird we never see Zangan again.
You see him during the fire.
No, I mean after the flashback.
After that, right.
What are you looking at, Sephiroth?
You did get a letter from him, though. You find it.
Yeah, it's hidden in the piano. That's how you get...
Which is weird,
it's
because...
not Premium Heart. What is the,
Final Heaven.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're one bed short. Well, I guess you're sleeping on the floor, because I'm not. I've had a guide to take us to the reactor. Told she's young, I hope we can rely on her. But since this is your hometown and it's a JRPG, it's going to be your childhood friend who you never actually spoke to.
Who knew?
You know, speaking of DLC costumes for Duodecim, it's weird that Cloud never got a Zack costume.
Ooh, I feel like that would mess him up.
One bed short, eh? I guess somebody's bunking with Sephiroth.
Ooh.
I have 2 strong men from Soldier with me. And Chrono. Itch! Move over, infantryman who, as far as we know, doesn't have a name. And if he does have a name, it's definitely not Chrono.
This is true.
Yeah, it actually brings up an interesting point. Characters do have last names in this. Sephiroth doesn't.
I think it's just the great.
The great Sephiroth. Sounds like a
Yeah.
circus performer.
I
Casting
mean,
Couch Neblem edition. But there's only one girl in town, unless you're talking about it being Cloud's mother.
damn. Stepson, what are you doing?
Then because Cloud had his Advent Children personality and not his original personality. What do you mean by that, Megumi? I have no idea what you're actually responding to with that. Do you know, Clim?
No. But I tend to forget a lot of things that I say.
Nibbler.
Nibble him.
Nibbler him.
Nibble
Nibbler
him.
him.
Nibble him. Just nibble on him.
Did you ever come back to the Nibelheim reactor in the present?
Yeah. You can. You don't have to, though. There's no reason to.
No, there's nothing there. It's a long trip to get there, and there's nothing there.
Honestly, it's not even that long of a trip. When you go in through the pipe area, the one door leads you right behind it.
Yeah. You'd think there'd be something there like, when you go to Shin-Ra Mansion in Lake Disc 2, the Shin-Ra Mansion basement.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you go there at a certain time, and there's really not. Kind of a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a fair point. He had the costume, though. And, like, Lightning got an Ayabrea costume, which is completely different.
Yeah, that's really different. I should actually look that up. For science.
I don't think it would have made people mad. But then again, people will get mad over the dumbest shit. A cave with a strange colour. Yep, looks like somebody ran through here busting for a pee. Oh yeah, we need to look at the portraits.
I had actually forgotten. Uh-oh. Oh, don't worry, it does nothing, damn.
Yeah, nothing ever does any damage to Sephiroth here.
Right. It's awesome.
It's kind of interesting because the way Sephiroth is presented, he is supposed to be like super strong, but like level 50. And even for level 50, I don't think that health is that impressive. And I'm not entirely sure about the stats. I don't think he's all that impressive for level 50.
No, the stats are, I mean, most of them are pretty good.
But for level 50?
I don't know. We're gonna have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you could change his row, actually.
Yeah, I was surprised at that.
He just gets mad at you. And even his equipment, you know, gold armlet, tough ring, like, okay, that's okay.
Yeah, but not for level 50.
Right.
Considering you can be endgame at level 50, so you'd think something like a Misteel. And Sephiroth probably doesn't give a damn about status ailments, so not a ribbon, but something better than a tough ring.
Yeah, I mean it does increase the two stats in question by 50, which is a lot, but it's like strength and vitality, if I'm not mistaken.
Can we get a look at it in the menu without having to go into the equip? See it? I'll have to check.
To see how much it increases? I don't think so. Other than looking at the description of it.
No, that's my point. Like, will it bring up the description if we don't get into the menu to replace it with something else?
Huh.
Now that you mention it, why is it that when we equip materia we can also use magic? Because people got kind of pissed with the magicite system, so we had to make it simpler.
By simpler, you mean better.
Yeah. I like the materia system.
It's good.
It's always a pain teaching new characters magic in FF6.
Yes. Mostly because I hate all the characters in FF6. Well, not all of them. I hate most of them. I like Terra. I like Celeste. I like, what's-his-face? Edgar. He's alright. He grew on me the last time I played through it.
Sabin?
He pisses me off, just because his abilities require button inputs, and that's dumb. I'm not playing Street Fighter.
It is weird for that, but do you have a problem putting them in?
I do, actually, yeah. Yeah, when I was playing last time, some of them just straight up didn't work. And that was annoying too. Locke I hate.
And why is that?
I don't like his attitude. And his picture is one of the most offensive to me.
Why? Because of the bandana?
All of it. The shape of his face. Like, the only one worse than Locke is Cyan, picture-wise. But Cyan makes up for it by being awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean because by the picture. I don't like Cyan's picture,
yeah,
but that's because it makes him look really thin.
Yeah, it makes him look really, really thin, and is like, I don't know, he just looks like he's bent. Like, it looks like he's in an unnatural position. Locke just looks ugly as sin, and I don't like ugly. It makes me.
Maybe I should have you round when we do the Final Fantasy VI playthrough.
Maybe.
Shadow.
Shadow, I don't remember if he gets better, but like the fact that he only stays in my party for a little bit of time pissed me off. I like his design, I like his look, I like his attitude, but like, if you're gonna be in my party, be in my party.
Do you like that he'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel?
Well, that was just a rumor, wasn't it?
That's what, I think specifically, it's either Edgar or Locke says it when you first see him.
Right.
I just love that line. It's one of those weird lines in the original translation that's just kind of weird.
Hey, look, Genova.
Well, really funny.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was on the pipe, too.
Is it?
I don't remember that being on the pipe.
Oh, so it is. I've never looked at it on the pipe.
Yeah,
it's like it's there at the top, and why would you look at any of the pipes?
Right, exactly. And yet there it is. That's strange. This part always bothered me too, because Sephiroth, he'll tell you, hey, look through the window there. And you try to look through the window and it doesn't work. You can't look through the window until you talk to Sephiroth again.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Gusto?
I I'm gonna put this out right now. I definitely prefer Gast.
Of course, because it actually makes sense. Oh my god. You're no match for Professor Gusto. Oh, that's just bad.
Yeah. But who else? Strago.
Strago. I don't think I liked him at all.
Realm.
Realm, I didn't get the picture thing, so I didn't like her.
Gao.
Oh, I hate him. With a fiery passion. Completely
Why is
useless. I don't like blue mages to begin with, and his is just stupid. Like, you need to have him jump out of the battle, and then he just randomly comes back. So what? I have to have him jump, and then he comes back down randomly when he feels like it? No. Just learn.
It's definitely more irritating to obtain new skills from than it is with any other blue mage in the series.
Yeah.
But it's interesting you don't like blue mages, particularly with how much you like enemy skill.
Right, exactly. That's what's so interesting about it. Because enemy skill, to me, enemy skill works because you can put it on anybody. Whereas blue magic, I don't really appreciate because the characters who are blue mages, typically, I don't like. Like,
what about with FF5?
FF5, now that was a job class, and I never used blue magic, so I never really liked the blue mage. But once I realized how broken blue magic is in Final Fantasy V, and I like learned actually what enemies to get blue magic from, then it became like better. And since you're using the same 4 characters, there's really no harm in anybody being a blue mage.
You know, I'm actually really interested in seeing how this looks in the remake.
Yeah, same.
One of the failings of Crisis Core is it skips over a lot of the Nibelheim incident. So you don't get any of that.
You're our Amazon, Cloud. Hey, delayed opening tomorrow. All right. That's good news.
Yeah, like, Crisis Core skips over a lot of that.
Say again?
Crisis Core skips over a lot of the Nibelheim incident. Like,
Yeah.
you don't really see any of that. So, like, it's really weird.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
finish it up. There's not that much more either. Like, you basically, you know, it's like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, it's mostly just going through the library again. It isn't that long, is it?
No. That's why it's a weird place to stop.
Who else do we have?
Go-Go.
Setzer.
Oh, Setzer. I like his appearance, but he's another one whose picture bothers me in the menu. Pretty much all of their pictures bother me. Celeste is all right, actually, in Shadow. Picture-wise. Go-Go, yeah. I didn't like at first. He grew on me. He's okay. He's a mime, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I like him. He grew on me last time I played. Not the very last time, but I played a couple of years ago. And I actually used him a bunch. He seemed pretty strong.
There's a fan theory that Go-Go is actually Setzer's lost love.
Really? That's interesting. I used to think that Go-Go was a blob monster, but I realized it's just somebody in some sort of garb that hides his face.
Yeah. It's kind of similar to how Gilgamesh appears. times.
Yeah, that's true. So you're saying Gogo is Gilgamesh?
No, I think they actually... You could have said Gogo was Gilgamesh, but I think they actually added Gilgamesh in some way in FF6 Advance.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. It's like before FF8, Gilgamesh didn't appear again.
Which is a shame, because I liked Gilgamesh a lot.
Yeah. And then when they started remaking a bunch of the old ones and redoing them and adding extra stuff to them, they put Gilgamesh in a bunch of the old ones.
Yeah.
They did a similar thing with Sid in FF1, because the Sid thing didn't start until, I think, FF3.
Okay.
And starting with one of the remakes, they retconned Sid into FF1's backstory.
Oh. There you go. Reading books to ruin your mind, yeah.
If only Sephiroth had a Super Nintendo.
Man. But then we would have never had Final Fantasy VII. Sephiroth would have never gone mad. And there'd be no story. Cloud would have never been, done dirty like he was. Hey, let me read those books with you, buddy. No, let me be alone.
I love the way this entire thing plays out. Sephiroth was down there for days.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't speak to anybody. Continued to read as if possessed, and not once did the light in the basement go out.
Yeah, it's a Hanukkah miracle.
And then we come back to it, and those chosen by the planet's playing.
Yeah.
And that's really good. It's a fantastic ominous track.
Yeah, they do a really nice job with this whole scene. It's done really, really, really well.
Sephiroth seems different.
Meanwhile, it's interesting because you talk to that soldier, right? And he says, "Oh, he looks different," which means he must have gone down to see Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Why didn't he give him the spiel that he gives you, calling you a traitor and this and that? Like he just let him go because he's not a main character.
There's a question with that. Like, when did the soldier see Sephiroth, and did the soldier see Sephiroth?
Right.
That's weird. The books aren't all piled around in the corridor.
Yeah. It is odd. I mean, it's nice that Sephiroth put them all away, but then later when you come here, the books are all strewn about again. So who
my thought.
Who took them all out? Oh, loathsome traitor.
Loathsome traitor.
They added the word loathsome.
Mm-hmm. Ignorant traitor. I will explain it to you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra, a race of nomads. They would travel, unlock the planet. At the end of their long, harsh journey, find the promised land, supreme happiness. However, some began to dislike traveling. They built dwellings and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had bestowed upon them, gave back not one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. You want to do Cloud for this?
I don't know that I can nail that. It would just be me.
That's fine, as long as it's not me.
Sephiroth.
Long ago, disaster struck the planet. Your ancestors fled in all directions. They survived because they hid. Crisis was averted because the Cetra sacrificed themselves. After that, your ancestors continued to spread and multiply. Now, all that's left of the Cetra is these reports.
does this have to do with you?
Don't you see? 2,000-year-old ancient named Genova was found out of ice, which led to the Genova Project. The Genova Project intended to create humans with the abilities of the ancients. It is the Cetra. I was the one created.
Created?
Yes. Professor Gusto, leader of the Genova Project, and genius scientist, created me.
How did he... Sephiroth?
Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Yeah, I felt bad because part of me knew the lines, but I wasn't sure what the translation would be, so I had to wait.
Do you think the Sephiroth voice was a little too much?
I thought it was more raspy than Sephiroth would be, but that's only because I know Sephiroth's voice. Yeah, quick, wake up, Vincent. I know Sephiroth's voice from Advent Children and the remake.
Yeah,
and
like George Newbern does a fantastic job, and his voice is so smooth.
Right. Yeah, that's what I like about it, because I feel like the way I perceive Sephiroth is like cool, calm, collected, conniving. You know.
The safe's locked. We can't get the key to wake up Vincent.
That's a shame.
Well, sounds on. Oh, we can't go back into the Shin-Ra mansion. I was like, oh, it sounds on fire. Let's go back inside.
Yeah, fuck this.
The Shin-Ra mansion can't possibly catch up fire, right?
No, of course not. Look at it. It's got a wall outside. The wall protects from fire.
Actually, a point. While we're here, I want to grab the clip I did of me basically doing the going to see my mother bit, and put that in the chat for people to see. Like now, like while we're here.
Fair enough.
Just needed to load up. Error loading data. That's super helpful. Did you get it? Oh no. Okay.
No, I was just saying. I was just commenting on your error in loading data.
Part of the issue is like loading it into a new page. Twitch is trying to load the stream as well,
Right.
which isn't helpful. Like this new Twitch setup with the stream running in the background of any of the menus is not helpful.
Well, you can still clip it after the fact, or this would just be easier.
No, it's like there's a pre-existing clip I have, and that's what I'm after.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to take a new clip.
There we go. FF7 improv with Mecha. And there we go.
There it is.
I appreciate the offer, ChanceEm, but I eventually found it. I think there's an interesting thing to be said with, oh, it was my house and my mother's dead now.
Oh.
I think there's an interesting thing to be said for, like, give a bunch of people a character and the same line and see what the voice they turn out for it is.
Right.
Like, a character in this who never has a voice. Who didn't have a voice in later media.
Like,
And see what they turn out with. What about my sadness?
Oh, this scene is so good.
It is. So I've been playing World of Final Fantasy lately, and the pre-order bonus for its original release was Sephiroth as a champion. And the champions are basically summons. So you use the Sephiroth summon, and it's basically Chibi Sephiroth doing, like, standing in front of the flames like that.
Oh.
Because that's just Sephiroth's iconic pose.
Sure. You could just shoot. Wow. God damn it, Rebel.
But nobody here has a gun.
And
You'd
that's
assume
what
the Shin-Ra
happens.
infantry would have a gun, but apparently they don't.
They just point at people like the guys going after Kaiba. You're coming with us. No, I have a company to run. Yugi.
That's actually a really good Kaiba voice.
Hey, thanks.
I was gonna do like me trying to do a Kaiba voice, and then you followed it up with Yugi, and it was like, God damn, that's actually really good. I can't follow that.
I appreciate it.
Yugi, we have to play the card games to stop the end of the world. Yeah, the guns in Yu-Gi-Oh were airbrushed out by 4Kids.
Right. Yeah, ChanceEm. That's what I was referencing. The fact that they airbrushed them out. They were just pointing at him.
It's a running joke in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, like, don't move or we'll shoot you with our invisible guns. I'm disappointed that nobody in chat even acknowledged my Kaiba is Christopher Walken.
Oh, I thought you were doing Joey Wheeler, to be honest.
No, Joey Wheeler's got like the Brooklyn accent.
Right.
Oh, you mean like Joey is Christopher Walken?
I just for what?
I was doing my Christopher Walken voice.
Why would you need to do that?
Why not?
No.
But, okay, I can't compete with your Kaiba voice, so let me not try and compete and go in a completely different direction.
Yeah, I got you. No, my phone just lit up, and it's like, oh, allow your phone to reset your Apple ID password. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I've been getting Apple ID, Apple Cloud stuff for months, and it's always spam because I've never used iCloud, and I stopped using iTunes years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tifa's probably dead.
Yeah, see you later, Tifa.
Hey, Magic, how you doing, buddy? Clim, can you give Magic a shout out, please?
Yeah.
Magic's a cool dude. It's like, Yugi, I'm gonna play the three blue eyes white dragons, and I'm gonna use my magic card polymerization to fuse them into the blue eyes ultimate dragon.
Here it is.
I can't do the Christopher Walken bit when he goes into like the quiet growl. And it's a really key part of a Christopher Walken impression.
Yeah, it's very easy to just go over the top with it.
Yeah. Alright, we're back, Clim. We're doing this again.
Doing it again, huh? Okay.
We're doing it again.
Ready for the delay.
What about my sadness, Clim?
Right. Isn't that later? That's later.
That is like that's in the Forgotten City,
Yes.
the Forbidden City.
Forgotten capital? I think it's Forgotten. It's definitely Forgotten.
Mother, let's reclaim the planet. I have a great idea. We'll head to the Promised Land.
Sephiroth. My family, my hometown. How could you?
Here they are again, Mother.
Okay, he's veering into Ocelot territory now.
Yeah, that was actually straight up Ocelot. That's fun.
With your superior knowledge and ability, with your superior abilities, knowledge and magic, you were destined to rule the world. But they, those worthless fools, stole the planet from you and your people. You need not be sad any longer.
I really feel like they should give you a longer look at Jenova whole,
Yeah.
because getting a
Sexy.
proper look at it, she's actually horrifying.
Oh, you went a different direction than me. What are you going on to... What are you going to do about this grief? My family, my friends. Having my hometown taken from me? It's the same as your sorrow.
I sorrow? What do I have to be sorrowful about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to rule the planet. I was given life in order to take this world from you worthless fools, to reclaim it for the Cetra. What then should I be sad about? Bitch!
Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, not anymore. You're not the Sephiroth I used to know.
I feel like it started off well, and then I lost the Sephiroth I was going for, and it just drifted further away.
I thought it sounded fine the whole way through. I would just be much more comfortable. Well, you know, for next time, like you said, we'll figure out that whole thing with syncing up the video.
Oh, I don't intend it to be a regular thing.
No,
It was a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah.
Of
No,
just
that's
like, you know what, this is a really good scene, let's try and add a little gravitas to it.
No, I can appreciate that. And I think it succeeded.
I don't remember. What happened to Sephiroth? I don't know.
Don't bother me about it.
I remember there was a kick-ass rendition of One Winged Angel that wasn't One Winged Angel. Beyond that, I don't know. Oh, seriously, like, Crisis Core has a really good alternate rendition of One Winged Angel called The World's Enemy. It's worth checking out.
Cool.
Yeah, that really veered into Ocelot territory, and that was
Yeah.
kind of awkward.
Until you said it, I didn't even think about it, and then all I could hear was Ocelot.
Trying to think of an Ocelot line to do now, and I've got nothing beyond a long silver bullet sliding into a well-greased chamber.
Press the circle button repeatedly.
Don't even think about using auto fire, or I'll know.
There you go.
I think a little too much of an English accent slipped out, but I think the core of the voice was actually okay there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Though if only I could sound like a Russian, not Russian. But that's the thing. By birth, Ocelot is half American, half Russian. Raised as an American who defected to Russia.
Right.
It's weird. It's stupidly confusing, like a lot of later Metal Gear Solid stuff is. Yeah, it sounds like Clim, alright.
That's right.
You can wait a minute. The real question is, like, do we even want to do Fort Condor?
Probably not. It's not really worth it.
Yeah, the answer is always no. I only do Fort Condor at the end for the sake of the Phoenix materia.
Right. I've done them all before. Like I've made sure to go out of my way to get every single encounter possible. But
Yeah.
I just did that for the sake of doing it. I never want to do it again.
Yeah, I've done it. I don't think it's worth it. Hell, even in the final encounter, I don't bother with the real time strategy stuff. Just let the boss come to you.
Yes, that is correct. That is the right way to do it.
There's one way the PS4 version with the fast forward is definitely better.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Did we even rest? Yes, we did. Good.
It is a fun mini game. It's just to get all of them. It's such a hassle.
FF7 really does excel in fun minigames. Like Crazy Motorcycle is pretty fun. G-Bike is pretty fun. The submarine minigame's pretty fun. Like just everything you do in Wonder Square is great. That's actually kind of a point, because all the other minigames show up in Wonder Square. The Fort Condor battle doesn't.
That is interesting. It's a limited minigame. Limited time only.
Yeah, I have done it all before. I didn't do it on my Platinum run on PS4, because I do have the Platinum.
What are you doing to that man?
Long silver bullet to a well-greased chamber.
Let's definitely save.
Yes. Yeah,
I don't want to just run out and die and then have to do the entire flashback again.
That would be bad. It's time for me to eat dinner anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely a good place to call it, because the Ocelot voice is really hurting my throat. It's like really close up your throat to get that get the voice. I was like, ugh, ugh. It's like really fucking hurts. God damn it, Patrick Zimmerman! How do you have that as a natural speaking voice?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Some people.
I had fun today. We got a bunch accomplished.
Yeah.
Next time, we're going to get the introduction to probably my favourite battle theme.
True.
My estimate for next time is that we will get to at least Gongaga.
I agree. That makes sense.
Do you have an estimate on further?
No. No, I'm trying to think. We'd need to... Yeah, there's a lot to do. Crossing the marsh, getting through the caves. At the very least, go to Junan's, not Junin, Port Condo, stop there and abuse their beds. Junin... Yeah. Crossing... Oh, I don't know. Because we then have to cross the ocean, there's the boat. Costa del Sol, okay, but then we have to get through Coral.
Yeah, the desert prison might take a little while.
Yeah, we might get out of prison. We might not make it to Gongaga. Well, I mean, I guess that's sort of the same thing.
Yeah, getting out of the prison is basically Gongaga.
Yeah.
Yuffie could appear next time, unless I decide otherwise.
Right.
The forest where she first appears is basically next to Condor.
That's correct.
But yeah, this has been fun. You enjoy this, Clim?
Yeah.
I think next time, if I'm gonna have you do any spontaneous voice acting alongside with me, I'll quickly do the screen share so you can be on time with it.
True.
And hopefully I won't do that voice again with Sephiroth.
Right.
It didn't start so bad, but like the sequence between where it's like, okay, Sephiroth, and then okay, let's run up to the mountain to the reactor. It's like, oh shit, how did the Sephiroth voice actually go?
Yep.
I remember Rasp, and that was it. This is why I can't actually voice act, beyond the fact that I'm not great at voice acting.
Yeah. Well, doing multiple people, like... Well, you weren't at that time, but when you have to think about it, and you have to do
Don't try to defend me with falsities.
Yeah.
Maybe next time Sephiroth will just be Christopher Walken.
There you go.
Not a good Christopher Walken. Like I say, you really need to be able to do the growl Christopher Walken can do. You guys, I'm going to see my mother. Anyway. I'm going to assume you didn't laugh at that because it wasn't funny. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who joined the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Thanks so much for watching. Doing multiple people at once is rough. Yes, that's why you always lube up.
Wow.
You cannot tell me you did not see something like that coming.
Listen, my mind isn't always in the gutter. It's just mostly in the gutter.
You see, that's the thing. I just have... My mind is clean a lot of the time. But the minute something's there...
Yeah.
I won't make the jokes myself. But if somebody sets it up, I will deliver the punchline.
Right.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. It was really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. We had a pretty busy chat today. If you want my comeback, you'll have to scrape it off your mother's teeth.
Holy shit!
I regret saying that immediately. Can we erase this entire stream? Can we just do this again from the beginning?
Oh man.
Oh jeez, that was terrible. I apologize for that. Ugh. Yeah, we had a pretty packed chat today. ChanceEm, Rebel, Phazon, Megumi, Ninja, Magic. Who else? Lino. We had the raid off ChanceEm and the raid off Growing Up 8-Bit. Like, thank you so much for the raids, guys. I promise the rest of the Final Fantasy VII playthrough will not have anything as bad as that again. It's not often I do something so bad I feel the need to immediately apologise. But yeah, and I want to thank Clim for joining me once again with the Final Fantasy VII playthrough. Did you say something, Clim?
It's your thing. My pleasure.
With how good this is going, I'm debating making it a thing of people who redeem playthroughs will be invited to join me for those playthroughs.
Sounds fun.
Yes, it means ChanceEm will get to hear all the swearing. Because he redeemed Nocturne.
Right.
But yeah, with that, who is live right now? Nobody doing anything relevant. I mentioned this yesterday, like, it's hard to raid RPG people.
Right.
So let's just do a couple of shout-outs. We got the shout-out for Megumi. I think most other people had shout-outs already. Megumi and Lino didn't have a shout-out yet. Clim, you shouted out Magic, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. All cool people worth following. Definitely check them out. Emily, who was in here yesterday, is currently streaming Resident Evil 2 Remake. She does speedruns, so you can check her out. But yeah, in the meantime, once again, thank you all for watching. Clim, thank you so much for joining me in this stream.
Having me.
We'll be back next week with more Final Fantasy VII. In the meantime, Clim and I will be back tomorrow where we will be playing Resident Evil 5 co-op.
Yes.
So look forward to Clim being a goofball there. And Tuesday, I will be starting Final Fantasy 13 on stream.
Excellent.
So look forward to that. The first stream is probably going to be painful until we get the paradigm system. And I forget how long that takes.
It takes a while.
Yeah, and also Snow and Hope are both insufferable, especially early on. But that's for the Final Fantasy 13 stream. In the meantime, once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care.
Good one.
We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.